It's time for the Nate Hawkins Show. Learn all about Heritage Hills basketball straight from the coach. The Nate Hawkins Show, exclusively on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
Hello and welcome to this week's Nate Hawkins Show. And Coach, last week you took on Brownsburg, and why don't you recap that game for us?
Yeah, Brownsburg for the Seekers and a shootout. Great event. Felt like it was a great opportunity for our kids to get better, learn from playing against obviously a very good 4A basketball team. I think they're ranked number 5 in the state. But overall, I think once we had kind of settled down and we had to adjust to their speed, I thought we learned. I thought we got better as the game. Play hard, but whenever you are playing against a team like that, you have to learn how hard you got to play for 32 minutes. And I think that's one of the challenges for a young basketball team and for this team to figure out. But, we're growing and we're getting better every day. So it was a great opportunity. It was one of those games, you either win or you learn. And we felt like we learned a great deal from playing against that type of competition, and it's only going to make us better down the road.
And looking at your stats, you've got Sisley, of course, at the top, Rettlinger, senior, Becker, senior, Meredith, a sophomore, Hope, a sophomore, Career, freshman, Gray, freshman. It's just a good blend of all 4 grades.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've got a good mix of all of these guys. They're trying to figure out how to play with each other and learning from each other every day and trying to build our team chemistry as well. And I just think that there were some bright moments in that. Of course, Trent was really good. 30 points, 10 rebounds. Had a couple assists, played well. Had to guard Canyon Catchings, who's a great player. But I thought the play of Jake Pryor, he really stepped up and just went after it. And, it was good to see him play hard, obviously hit shots and stuff like that. But what I was more impressed with him was his 4 rebounds that he got against that Brownsburg team. So he's growing just like all of the other guys on our team, and everybody's just getting a little bit better each day.
And, also I won't mention any of the name Linton because I got a text from after last week's show.
It's funny. We talked, Joe, and then I ran into Trey in the gym shortly after that. So, he said, I'll take care of Joe. But it was good it's good to catch up with him. And, I figured you probably enjoyed that as well.
And he's. I guess he got mad because I said his son jumps higher than him. And I guess I should have said maybe he took it after his mom.
Yeah, that's right. He probably would have appreciated that.
And we're back on the Nate Hawkins Show. Right after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brooks Communications.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and... Do you have old videotapes and films sitting around your house? Let Milligan Communications convert them to DVD for you. VHS, VHS-C, 8mm, or Beta. If they are videotapes, Milligan Communications can do them all. They can also convert 8mm, Super 8, and 16mm film. DVDs would make a great Christmas gift. Call Milligan Communications today, 812-630-2449 for more information.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
And welcome back to the Nate Hawkins Show. And I'm talking to Rich Strykowski, the president of the 3 Point Club at Heritage Hills. Rich, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. What are some of the things that the 3 Point Club does?
Well, the biggest thing we're trying to do is just help raise funds for our basketball program so that, all the kids, whether they're, down at the elementary level, all the way up through middle school and high school, and whether you're the superstar or whether you're a role player, we just want the experience to be good for the entire program. So we're out there just trying to raise some extra funds. Of course, the school system and the basketball program has its own budget and things, but we try to raise a little bit more so they can just enjoy that experience a little bit more. Whether it's we help pay for varsity and JV team meals after road games. We help pay for some of the what we call the AAU tournaments for grade school, middle school. We like to try and provide pizza parties for the elementary school kids. When their season's done, uniforms, basketballs, any equipment. Anything Coach thinks can help the program be successful. We're there to try and help provide some of those funds.
And everything you just mentioned takes money, and so what do you guys do to fundraise to get that money?
Well, one of the biggest things we do is just through our membership and sponsors. So we'll start with the sponsors. We approach mostly local businesses in the area. We've got different levels of sponsorship. We've got a bronze, silver, and gold. $150, $250, $350. We approach, like I said, all the local area businesses, and we get great support from them. So, there's way too many for me to just mention right now on the show, but we've got a big sponsorship banner that hangs in our gym every season that shows you the different supporters. And, if there's any, business folks out there that maybe haven't done that, or, you think, wow, I'd like to support, but, 150 is just kind of too much with everything going on, or I donate to a lot of different clubs, and we'll take anything. I mean, $50, $10, the way I'd put in perspective, $10 might pay for a couple of the kids' meals after one of the games. So, we'll take anything. Maybe some sponsors may not want it to be public that they support. They might be a little leery of, well, if I support one program, then everybody else will expect me to, or, we can keep that confidential too. If you don't want to be put on our banner, that's fine. We try and do that as a way to support the business sponsors back, to encourage folks to, where applicable, to, patronize those different places. So, but that's the sponsors. And again, too many to announce, but, if you're at a game, check that banner out. And there's, we've got some that have just been doing it year after year after year after year. And then every time they just say, hey, I just want to support the kids. So they're not really after any kind of kickback of any sort, or they just want to support the local program. So they're all great. We've got individual/family memberships. And those are $30. It includes a free T-shirt. And then we have a chili dinner during one of the home games. It's usually in the January time frame. We usually try and pick a Saturday home game. to have a chili dinner there at the school. The Tischendorfs these past couple of years have been the ones cooking the chili and making the hot dogs, so appreciate their support. And then that's provided as part of that individual/family type membership. The reason we call it individual/family is you get the one T-shirt, but as far as like that chili dinner, your whole family can come. And we don't discriminate. You want to bring grandma and grandpa, right? We don't care. We'll make sure there's enough food for everybody. So those are kind of the ways that just some of the we get local support. We do a couple of fundraisers. One of them is a golf outing we do every fall. So that's past for this season. It's usually in late September, early October. We do it right here at Christmas Lake Golf Course. And, it's just a good time to come out, win some prizes. We give away a lot of Patriot apparel, T-shirts, hats. Again, local businesses will support things. Some of our local pizza places will, donate, free large pizzas or discounts or whatever. So it's a good way to win a little prize, have a little fun, and obviously the proceeds from that, go into our funds that go to the program. And then our biggest fundraiser has become the AAU Youth Tournament that we run in late February and early March. It's 2 back-to-back weekends. The first weekend we have 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams, and the second weekend we have 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And we've been doing it now 7 years. It just seems to keep growing. We do it right there at the high school, junior high campus complex using the 3 gyms there. So the school system's been great about allowing us to use their facilities. We get teams from the tri-state. We've had teams from Illinois, we've had teams from Kentucky, and then obviously, the majority are Southwest Indiana. So it's pretty cool. I mean, even if you don't have a child or a relative playing in that tournament, come watch. I mean, there's some pretty good talent, and it's fun watching those little kids get started playing and kind of watching them develop through the years to see what they become. So, a big way we make the money, not only off the entry fee there, but we run a full concessions. There is an entry fee. We keep it reasonable. It's like it's $10 for the weekend. So again, if you want to come watch some fun, good basketball, just come on out. Get your cheeseburger and a Coke, watch some basketball, and that little bit of money will go a long way for us. So those are the main ways that we make money. And then also we run the half pot at the varsity home games. So again, you come, you can buy a few tickets, and we split the pot with you. If we bring in $200 worth of raffle ticket sales, we keep 100, and the winner gets 100. So it's again, another good way for us to raise some funds, and somebody leaves happy each night. So
now, do you guys have a Facebook page or a website that people go to?
Most of the Facebook we basically utilize through the basketball program Facebook. A lot of it, since we're so small, is a lot of I do a lot of emailing and texting of different individuals. A lot of stuff that we are doing, though, it will get posted to the basketball program's Facebook page. This basketball tournament, a lot of times we advertise on something that's called Info Sports. So there's different kind of websites out there that a lot of youth coaches know to go look at. So a lot of it's just word of mouth too. You'd be surprised. This tournament circuit, it's like its own little following. You get to the coaches kind of get to know each other and things like that. So that's our main ways of communication.
Well, Rich, good luck on the rest of the season and get a lot of money for the Heritage Hills Patriots.
Hey, we'll do what we can. Just again, want to say thanks to the community, both individuals and businesses. You guys go a long way in supporting what we do, and we're glad to have you. So thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you. And you've been listening to the Nate Hawkins Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brothers for Communications. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
Do you have old videotapes and films sitting around your house? Let Milligan Communications convert them to DVD for you. VHS, VHS-C, 8mm, or Beta. If they are videotapes, Milligan Communications can do them all. They can also convert 8mm, Super 8, and 16mm film. DVDs would make a great Christmas gift. Call Milligan Communications today, 812-630-2449 for more information.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and...
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Nate Hawkins Show. And Coach, this week you play North Posey on Friday night at North Posey, and then you get to play at home. You get to play Owensboro at home on Saturday. Why don't you preview those two games for us?
Yeah, well, Joe, I think it's a big weekend for the Patriot basketball team. Number one, it's our first double weekend that we've had, to this point in the season. But we're going to start. We go one game at a time, and our main focus is going to be road warriors. And we're heading to the road to North Posey. Not ever an easy place to play. They're going to be fired up, and it's our first conference game, so it obviously is a big game for us. And of the two games, it's the biggest one. I mean, your conference game, if you want to win, want to win a conference championship, you got to go play well on the road. You got to play well every night. So, we're looking forward to that. North Posey, they start 4 juniors and a sophomore. One of their juniors played a lot for them last year, a Groff kid who's a really good player. Can shoot it, put it on the floor, post up some. And in some of the areas that we've been struggling with, he's really good at. So it's going to be a great game. I think it'll be a great testament to see if our defense can maybe stop a kid like that. So, we're really looking forward to that game against North Posey, and looking forward to seeing if we've learned anything from maybe some of the things that we didn't do so well in that Brownsburg game this past weekend. So we've had some really good film sessions and some really good practices leading up to this weekend. So it should be a lot of fun. And then and then we come back and we do get back on our home floor, and Owensboro is a lot like Brownsburg. Really, really athletic, really good. They shoot it from deep, and they will just go at you. I mean, transition defense is going to have to be really, really good. We're going to have to make sure we get the ball stopped, and we are going to have to make sure we keep them in front of us. Because when they get it, they go. And if any of our Patriot fans remember from last year when we played at Owensboro, I think they scored 92 points on us. I mean, they are just fast, and they will shoot it quick from anywhere. And then it's crash the boards and rebound. So, another great challenge. I think it's a good game on our schedule. And like I said, a lot like Brownsburg. So we'll see if playing that Brownsburg team, if that really prepared us for this game here against Owensboro, and I think it will. But you just never know till you throw it up and go out there and get it. So, great weekend. I always say that if you're going to win a sectional championship, you got to win on Friday night. You got to turn back around on Saturday and win. So it's good to get started here this way and play these double weekends so we can obviously prepare as our season continues to go on.
And talking to Coach Messmer, I'll ask you about this about Owensboro, because he played Hancock County this week, or not him. It was actually Coach Greg Hollenden, and apparently Kentucky's allowing the kids to have a COVID year, so they get to play one more year. Are any Owensboro kids in that situation?
See, I don't really know because, looking back on last year's team, and it's very possible that they may have, but they had a lot of kids back. They had, they only had like one or two seniors on last year's team, and then of course they're not with the team this year, so I'm guessing that they just graduated. They maybe moved on to college, and then they had one kid, the Chris Glover kid, who had transferred out of Owensboro, and now he's Evansville Bossy. So he's no longer with them. But there's they continue to bring in interchangeable parts. So I mean, they've just got really good players. They'll go 9 deep. I mean, they will run, and they just run them in and out. And it's going to be important for us to understand scouting report and understand tendencies of who we're playing against. Because, this is a really good basketball team coming into our place on Saturday night. But we're looking forward to it. We think, if we continue to get better, we think we've got a great opportunity to get a very big win for us on Saturday night.
Well, Coach, good luck this week and go beat North Posey and Owensboro.
Hey, I appreciate that, Joe. And as always, thanks for having me on again.
And you've been listening to the Nate Hawkins Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Bros for Communications. We'll talk to you next week.
You've been listening to the Nate Hawkins Show. Learn about Heritage Hills basketball every week. The Nate Hawkins Show, exclusively on Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.